you think that you get the right amount of sleep per night?
No.
Nope.
No.
Most people know the importance of sleep, but they don't realize how actually important it is, and they continue to make the bad choices that deprive their body of the sleep that it needs. Getting the adequate amount of sleep can help with your mental, physical, and quality of life and safety. In this speech, we will go through how much sleep is actually needed and how sleep affects your health and the dangers that are caused when a person lacks sleep. So let's begin by discussing how much sleep you should be getting and how it is different when compared to others. Getting the right amount of sleep can depend on the age you are. So let's start with newborns. Newborns need about 14 to 17 hours each day. Going to toddlers, about 1 to 2 years, they need about 11 to 14 hours. Preschools, 3 to 5, usually need about 10 to 13 hours. Teenagers need about 7 to 8 hours is what they recommend, and older adults, like 65 and up, need about 7 to 8 hours. And that was all based on the information by WebMD. Why do different ages need different amounts of sleep? It is usually because when their brain is less developed, they need more sleep to make them function at their best. Some ways to get the right amount of sleep is to pave the way for better sleep. You want to stick to a sleep schedule. You want to practice a relaxing bedtime ritual. You want to exercise daily. You want to evaluate your room to make sure that it's free of all distractions like electronics, light. You want to make sure you have the right temperature. And you also want to sleep on a comfortable surface. It's hard to do that when you aren't comfortable. You also want to be aware of hidden sleep stealers like alcohol and caffeine. You also want to, again, make sure your electronics are turned off because that is one of the most common reasons people are losing sleep. Now that we have gone over the amount of sleep that you need, let's continue what happens when people are sleep deprived. Getting the right amount of sleep can help with all aspects of one's health. They can have lower immune systems and get sick easier. They can also have long-term health problems, the risk of cancer, they can be more forgetful, they can lose track of critical thinking skills, and they can also gain weight. What does sleep affect? It can affect your mental, physical, and emotional state. That is due to healthcommunities.com. And most important thing is listening to the body when it comes to sleep. Your body does know how much sleep it gets, so when you listen to your body, you will get the right amount of sleep that you need. Sleep conditions are disorders that disturb your normal sleep patterns. So what are some different sleep disorders? Are circadian sleep disorders, which disrupts your internal clock, which is how your body knows how much sleep it needs per night. Another sleep disorder is narcolepsy, and that is basically where it doesn't know when it's supposed to be awake and when it's asleep. And that is thanks to National Heart and Lung and Blood Institute of America. There also are a lot of people that suffer with sleep disorders. It is found in the U.S. that 40 million people suffer with chronic long-term sleep disorders and 20 million suffer with short-term sleep disorders over the periods of their life. So overall, we first started by talking about how much sleep is actually needed. Second, how sleep affects one's health. And third, the dangers that are caused when someone does not get enough sleep. Sleep is one of the most important things that you can give to your body. And I hope this speech opened your eyes about how sleep is very important to your health, mental, physical, emotional state.